I just watched episode 16 Degesu, and I think this is the first time I've been underwhelmed by an episode. It only had one really redeeming part for me. Excuse the mess in the back, but let's get into the episode. Alright, so we start off, and I've been waiting for this the whole time. So they get into fighting the Gendermeyer force, right? All the guys that come out at the gate, they hit the poses, the stupid poses, and they prepare for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Remember that they already done underestimated our heroes. So everybody hates them after they watch them do that. So they're like, hey man, just leave these people to Vegeta. I feel like if you hate somebody for real, you just want Vegeta to go ahead and fight him. You know what I mean? Like, that's who you gonna let do it. So Vegeta steps up, and each of the Gendermeyer tries to take Vegeta out one at a time, to no avail, of course, because Vegeta is himself. It is absolutely a wash. Like, there's no I enjoyed that part though. It was just kind of funny to me just watching them do that. So after Vegeta does that, they wrap them all up, and they get ready to decide to go into the castle. They have to decide what they're going to do first. Are we going to save Dende first, or are we going to go and get the Dragon Ball first? They elect to go save Dende, which I agree with. So they go inside, but they don't go in as the big group that they had outside. They just go in as Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. However, Pansy sneaks away from her group and runs with them, and Glorio sees this and watches her run in. It is unclear at the moment whether or not he goes in with them or not, but you'll see in a second. That's why this is a review, right? I think this was an interesting decision. I think this was cool, you know what I'm saying, because we get to see the main three that we love so much, and we leave Bulma behind, which makes sense in the current situation, right? They go inside, and there's like a maze, and it's at this point that I guess Degesu has separated from Goma. And he is carrying Dende. I think this was a convenience contrivance. Because to me, this doesn't make any sense why he would leave at this moment in time, especially if he has set in motion the ability for Goma to get the third eye, which is what he needed. Like, you would have needed to be there. But he has Dende in tow, and because of this, Goku is able to sense Dende's ki, which allows them to track Degesu's every move. Degesu gets to a plane, and he got Dende in tow, and Goku said, hey, give me back my boy. And that's when, y'all remember what I was saying in the last one, he put the gun to his head. I was like, bro, what's your problem? Right? They get into this, they're in this situation where they're in a stalemate because they can't actually move because it's going to kill Dende. Right? We care about Dende. And this is the only time that Degesu has ever really looked evil. You know what I mean? Like, the looks on his face, the way that he's talking and stuff, like he got an evil mug on his face, and he claims that he wants to be the Supreme King of the Demon Realm. This doesn't make sense to me because it feels as though they didn't really flesh out his character enough. Like, early on, I felt like he was up to something, but he never actually executed anything to make us aware that he actually cared about nothing. You know what I mean? Or that he had any hidden motivations whatsoever. Or that he would even be capable of betraying Goma in this way. You know what I mean? So Goma sees this and is like, oh, is he trying to run away from me? And this is around the time. He's trying to abandon me, and this is around the time old girl show up with the belt. And Goma's happy now because I got the eye, right? Back to our previously scheduled programming. Pansy snuck in, and so she tries to attack Goma while everybody else has him distracted, but he pulled the gun on her, causing her to back up. I was okay, this makes sense. He's about to get in the ship, and then that stupid hat that Haibisu has on his head gets flung at Degesu. So he gets hit in the face by it, and he decides, I guess he just has no grip on nothing, so he just throw everything up in the air. Pansy catches Dende, and now we saved Dende, and Glorio was the one who threw the hat. Piccolo chopped Degesu in the neck, and that was important too. And so to me, this was just so like you made Degesu seem like nothing, and you titled this episode after him, but he didn't really do anything. You know what I mean? So we go into the next state of the episode, which is okay. Now that we have Dende, we can go get the Dragon Ball, right? So they go to the lobby, the front lobby, where the Dragon Ball is supposed to be at. And it takes them about 10 minutes to realize Tamagami number 1 ain't got no Dragon Ball on his stomach. And he lets them know, hey, the Dragon Ball's already been claimed by a victor. Oh, who was it? And that's when this happens. Is that Arinse? Yes. Yeah, I like when she walked in. Anyway, Arinsu pulls up and she has the Dragon Ball with Majin's Ku and Du. And this was, to me, this was a cool development because these people haven't met. You know what I mean? Goku hasn't gotten to meet the Majin. And so I'm interested in the interaction that they're going to have in the next episode. But let's go back to Goma. Goma spent like 20 minutes struggling to get the eye out of the belt, which I don't understand how Haibisu was able to get it in the belt in the first place. But he finally takes a plunger to it, and then he forces that girl to put the eye in his forehead. Like, all of this is a bit. You know what I mean? But to me, the best part of this episode was him getting that eye and then becoming, you know what I'm saying, Big Diesel Goma. You know what I mean? It was really strange because, like, I've been seeing the memes of him as Jiren, and so it's like, yeah, that's definitely Jiren. But I'm interested in what powers he has now. I feel like he should have been able to use magic to get the eye out in the first place, but you know, it's not my story. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this episode. This episode wasn't that great to me, but I think that where it leaves us is a really good spot for the next episode. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for that. What do you guys think? Did I miss anything watching this episode in particular that you guys saw that you might like think that somebody that will be watching these reviews should know? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can, you know what I'm saying, do something about it. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. We out of here.